What's up, guys? Welcome to the Emilie Brooklyn Show. We are airing our first episode. I'm very happy to have my first guest here, Nick Fraser.
I know me, man. I'm
Yeah,
out here
yeah.
right now. Asking applause. I'm out here right now. You know, I'm happy that you had me here for the first. This is the first episode?
First episode.
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah.
I'm the first one? Nah, I didn't even know. But we back for the first time.
First time ever. Yeah. So Nick is a good friend of mine that I met
2017 when we did a video. Because I used to see your stuff back in the days, like when you used to be in like the classes. When you first got lit, when you first blew up on the gram.
The classroom video?
Yeah. I seen that joint and I was like, you going crazy right now. Like, who this? And now I found out that you wasn't even from the towns. You was just out there for like a little bit and you was about to go back and I'm like, nah, I gotta do some shit. I gotta just link up and do something. That's when we did the video about
the Cassie thing.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That's a classic one. That's a classic joint. That's a crazy
No,
one.
absolutely. And I think you were really like one of the first people to like reach out to me and like let's create some content, like let's do something. And it was definitely like a lit moment for me. I was like, oh, okay, bet. Like he knows who I am. He want to work with me. Like that's cool.
Yeah, I like embracing good energy, and I could tell by how the video was that you did, the couple that you did before, like it started going crazy. That it's real organic. You know, I could tell like you genuinely like doing what you do. It's not like I'm forcing it or I'm trying to take something. It's more so I really like doing this because how it makes me feel, and I could resonate with that because my original first passion is dancing. So to see somebody blowing up from dancing that way and you have your own moves and stuff like that, like I will always love dancing. So that's why I had to reach out.
Right. And you've been doing a lot of content too that like evolves around dancing. That's comedy, but it also is dancing.
Yeah.
Like in there. We did the Times Square video too with the Black Pyramid.
That was on the spot too. We wasn't even supposed to do that, and that actually ended up going crazy.
That went stupid viral.
We weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We had just left the Black Pyramid headquarters, and then we were just walking around. We were just like, yo, let's do something.
Right.
All right, we outside. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's definitely a lot of people like still to this day like when they're like, oh, you and Nick did that video.
I think the way that we was doing the videos and the way like from when I first linked you, I think a lot of people got the style from that and the other light feed video that I did, and then they started doing it more like that. And I like that. I like that style. Now I'm happy that you kept that going. You kept that whole way of shooting the videos and doing it. I'm like, this is fire.
Like what type of way specifically?
Like it just seems like it's not. It seems very organic. Like you just say, "Yo, film me,
right?
Do this real quick," and then you just go and enjoying yourself, having fun. It's just about the good vibes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it.
No, for sure. That's really what it is majority of the time. Like that's why it's sometimes hard for me when people want to plan things out very in a box. I'm very like. Majority of my videos are like, let's meet up somewhere, see what song we're feeling, what vibe we're feeling. Like I'm very more that type of content creator. Whereas like sometimes I have to also force myself to do the other thing.
True.
Because it can become repetitive if you just keep, oh yeah, it's just a vibe. Like I'm gonna just be happy and smiley and dancing.
Sometimes you gotta really do it to them.
Right. Right.
I give you the vibey stuff and I'm a give you some heavy hitter stuff.
Right.
Good
for
location,
sure.
Good stuff like that. And I feel like when it comes to like creating things with me, since I've been doing this for a very long time, like a lot of people think that after I made the Why You Always Lying video, that was the first video I ever made, which is far off. Like I've been doing this shit since Instagram allowed you to make videos. Right. So
what year did you start? Like what was the year?
I say 2012 really. I was doing videos on Instagram since 2012. When did they start doing that? I want to say 2012 going into 2013 because I remember I was in school still. And this was when it was 15 seconds. And I used to just...
Instagram or Vine?
Instagram.
You were Instagram.
Seconds. And then I went on Vine too. And there was a time period where I was making Instagram videos and Vine videos at the same time. I would record 2 different versions of the same video.
Right.
Just so I could do it for the 6 seconds and then I could do it for the 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I was just having fun with it, really. And things really started to pick up, I say, like 2014. And then 2015, that's when I made, the Why You Was Lying. But I feel like what comes with that, it's like, you got to be mentally strong, I feel like when something goes viral and it hits, people really think it's all glitter and snowballs and kittens and puppies, but it's really
they think
not.
You're just like on. Like once they see that one viral video, they're just like, oh, he's famous, he's out of here.
It's on, like, right? So that's why I'm like, it's a lot that I had to learn along the way. It's a lot that I had to develop, because I always say that the highest point of my life at that time, not right now, but back then, was also the lowest point of my life, because I wasn't mentally seasoned enough for a lot of things, and I had to go through it. And there's a lot of times where when I had to regroup, to for lack of better words, regroup and get my mind right, a lot of the people that were there, they weren't there anymore. I feel like on this social media shit, when you start to do stuff for yourself, people don't be caring. So it's just like, we need that. But there's some times where you make something that goes so crazy, you feel like you're in a competition with yourself. But that was the mindset I had before, instead of just doing what I like to do, doing what I thought was fun. I felt like I started to try to please people after a while.
For sure.
And then I started to lose my mind a little bit. So I had to get back and but that's another story.
No, but I definitely can relate to what you're saying, because for a very long time I was like, people only want this version of Emilie.
Yeah, nah.
They want like the happy, like they want the hype, the crowd. They want they only want this like Emilie in a tracksuit dancing hip hop. Like that's the only thing they want. And I had to realize after a while, like, okay, my content can be multidimensional, and people will still like seeing me as a mom, or seeing me in the gym, or seeing like, just like I've been starting to do like day in the life videos, or even this podcast. Like when I did a few episodes like a year ago, and it received a lot of love. Like, so this is like the second time that I'm really launching it how I want it to be, with guests and stuff. But I was doing just alone in my house, just talking to the camera for like an hour and a half, and it received a lot of love. And I was like, oh, okay, so you can actually step out of that box. But it just, once you start seeing like, okay, I'm just only going viral with this, like you said, you get in that mode of like, well, if I had 1 million last time, I need 2 million next time. And I need, and you see what the viral stuff comes with at the same time. Like you said, everybody want a part of you when you're viral. And then when the hype dies down, it's like, then what?
Yeah, it's like, it's weird too, because with the whole me wanting to feeling like I have to please people, it was like, this was 2015, 2016, and then I just really lost sight of why I even started doing it to begin with, how it made me feel when I was doing it. I just got so caught up in the light show, just to say, I'm going here, people are reacting like this when they see me, I got caught up in that. So I had to take a step back. That's why, but this is before I met you. I had to take a step back, and then in 2017, I had a conversation with 2 of my brothers, and I was just like, yo, I'm about to really just go back to doing what I want to do, like making stuff that makes me, feel good or makes me feel happy. That's when I started doing the different stuff, because right? That's genuinely me. Like, that's how I feel, like right. And it's like, I have that layers.
Was Bobby. That was very Bobby. Yeah, like I remember that time vividly. That everybody was saying that at the time.
That's how I was feeling, like, and to this day, that's how I feel. I may not do it as much, but it's like, that's just me.
For sure.
You get layers of me. Yeah. And I felt like that was a layer of me that I wanted to showcase, and it allowed me to tap into part of my creativity that I necessarily haven't been able to tap into. That's why when I did the video with you, when I did the other stuff, it allowed me to do things that I genuinely gravitated towards that made me happy. So it taught me that on the road of doing creation or anything like that, you really got to just follow how you feel and how things make you feel, because whoever's gonna be there, whoever needs